the Spanish series that I've been doing so far. And we will, as we've been doing, go through and kind of do our Spanish dictionary A to Z, which I hope everyone is still enjoying. But today I wanted to do something a little bit different and get into some functional words that you would need to know in using Spanish. I've kind of labeled it as Spanish basics, but we're going to go through a few different things today, and that's going to include, we'll do the months of the year, we'll do kind of top 10 colors that I feel like you would want to know, days of the week, and then counting 1 to 100. So months, colors, days of the week, and counting 1 to 100. So we'll go through those, and we'll do our Spanish A to Z, just for fun. As always, just kind of a little call to action. If you like this video as you watch it, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed before and you like the videos that are being put out, I would love it if you'd subscribe. Helps me out, helps me make more videos like this for you all. So, that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in. So we got the months of the year. The months of the year. So we'll go ahead and write them down in English, and then we can go through them. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November, and December. Alright, let's get their Spanish counterparts, shall we? January is going to be enero, E-N-E-R-O, enero, enero. February is going to be febrero, febrero. March, marzo, with a Z, marzo. April, very similar, but with a B instead of a P. Abril, abril. May, for any of you Cinco de Mayo fans out there, you already know this one. Mayo, mayo. June, junio, junio. July, julio, julio. August, agosto, agosto. September, septiembre. So very similar. Add an I and flip the E and the R. November is going to be very similar. Noviembre. You know what? I did this and I forgot October. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. October. How funny. Octubre. Swear I know the months of the year, I promise everybody. Octubre, Noviembre, and Diciembre. Diciembre. That's what happens when you get going too fast. So the 12 months of the year. Enero, the first month. Febrero, the second month. Marzo, the third month. Abril, the fourth month. Mayo, the fifth month. Junio, the sixth month. Julio, the seventh month. Agosto, the eighth month. Septiembre, the ninth month. Octubre, the 10th month. Noviembre, the 11th month. And Diciembre, the 12th month. That is your months of the year. Now, let's get into some colors. Some colors. Now, I just picked 10 this is not a Crayola pack of crayons, but you are going to find these colors and shades of these colors in your little Crayola box. So let's see. I'm trying to remember all the ones I wanted to include. Yeah, I'll do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, there we go. And I'm going to put a little note here. O-A. And that means that it's going to be O or A, depending on the noun. And I'll get into that in a second. So, and you'll catch on pretty quick. Red is rojo. Rojo. Red is rojo. And now to explain this point here, for the word, obviously it isn't wholesale across the board. There are certain instances like green and blue where it's not going to change. But rojo is one where if, for example, we'll just pick a word, mochila, backpack. If you wanted to describe a red backpack, since mochila is feminine, it would be mochila roja, describing it. So that's why I put the O-A. And I'll put stars next to the ones where that applies as we go through. Orange is naranja. 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 Yellow. Amarillo. Green is verde. Verde. Blue. Azul. A-Z-U-L. Azul. Azul. Purple is morado. Morado. Black is negro. Negro. White is blanco. Blanco. Brown is marron. Marron. And pink is rosado. 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 And the O, I guess I could have done O here, but the O-A, depending on the noun, so we'll put a star. It's going to be rojo or roja, naranjo or naranja, amarillo or amarilla, morado or morada, negro or negra, blanco or blanca, rosado or rosada. So it'll depend on the noun that it is describing. So it falls in line with that as a descriptor. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Alright, now we're going to do days of the week. Days of the week, or días de la semana. Days of the week. Days of the week. And I guess I could do that. Colors is colores. And months is meses. M-E-S-E-S. Días de la semana. Alright, so we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Alright, thank you for you English speakers for indulging me to write that out. Monday is lunes, L-U-N-E-S, lunes. Tuesday is martes, martes. Wednesday is miércoles, miércoles, M-I-E-R-C-O-L-E-S, and the E has an acento, miércoles. Thursday, jueves. Friday, viernes. Saturday, sábado, sábado. Accento on the A, S-A-B-A-D-O, sábado. And Sunday, lunes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. The days of the week. The days of the week. Alright, now, over here, let's get into counting. And we'll go through the basics, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we will break into some of the, I'll put a little divider here so that there's no confusion. We'll get through, we'll do 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 here. And then I think we'll be able to fit, 15 is really the last unique one, and then it shifts over into a counting format that will make a lot of sense when we get into. And then we'll also count by tens here. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100 off to the side over here. But 1 through 9 are going to be very important because we'll be using them a whole lot. So 1, uno, uno. And some of you who have never studied Spanish, that the card game suddenly makes a whole lot of sense. Because when you're down to one card, it's uno, dos, dos aquis, 2 X's, the beer, tres is 3, 4 is cuatro, 5 is cinco, 6 is seis, 7 is siete, 8 is ocho, 9 is nueve, 10 is diez. But these 1 through 9, I'm going to repeat because these are very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, for good measure, 10 is diez. 11, so 11 through 15 are kind of unique. They follow their own rules. So 11 is once, 12 is doce, 13 is trece, 14 is catorce, and 15 is quince. So 11, 12, 13, 14, and quince. And if you look at 1 through 5, you can kind of see, not not across the board, but more for 12, 13, 14. They kind of fall in line with their 2, 3, 4 counterparts. Now, as far as 16, 17, 18, 19, they are going to fall into the counting nomenclature that we're about to talk about here in a second. So the connector for every counting term is E. E, which used in a sentence means and. But just as a general rule here, we'll get into it. I don't want to get ahead of us. But we'll do 20 through 100 real quick, and then we'll go back and pull through the counting. Okay, so 20 is 20. 30 is 30. 40 is 14. 50 is 50. 60 is 60. S-E-S-E-N-T-A. Not to be confused with 70, which is 70. 80 is 80. 90, 90. And 100 is 100. C-I-E-N. dos. So 20 is 20. So literally translated 20 and 2. 22. 22. We'll pick another example. We'll go with 87. 87. So that's 80 and 7. 87. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I'll finish these out. 16, 17, 18, and 19. And then 20 through 100. 20, 30, 14, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. And there you have it. We've done months. We've done colors. We've done days of the week. And we've done counting 1 through 100. Now let's get to our Spanish A to Z. As always, just going to try and pick words that are fun or interesting. Alright. There's a fun one off the jump, so we'll start with A. Apricot. I didn't even know this word, so I'm learning right along with you guys. Alb. So let's see. A-L-B. Albaricoque. Apricot. Albaricoque. 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 How about that? B, we'll do baggage. And that's going to be equipaje. Equipaje. And I've also seen this word used for equipment. Equipaje. Equipaje. Alright. That's a fun word. Chopsticks. Chopsticks. Palillos. Palillos. I actually went to a fusion restaurant recently. It was Vietnamese Mexican fusion, and I saw that. Palillos. Palillos. Okay. What else do we want here? What do we want? We're in the D's. I'll do the word deck. Deck. Cubierta. Which is kind of cool because I can see the root word cubrir, which means to cover. So it's a covering on a ship or on a house. This is a near cognate. Empire. Imperio. 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 Alright. Now we're on to the F's. The F's. What to pick? Again, I try not to just give you cognates all day. This is a fun one. Foggy. This would almost be an expression. So fog is niebla, and I means there is or there are. So this means there is fog. That's foggy. Hay Let's go with looks like there's a different word for different types of hooks. So this is for a fishing hook. It's going to be gancho. And I'll put in parentheses fishing. Gancho. Gancho. Okay. I carries a lot of verbs. This is a good one. Ivory. Ivory. Marfil. 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 I can't believe I've never done this one before. Jacket. Chaqueta. 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 Let's see if there's anything we haven't done in K yet. We haven't done kangaroo yet, surprisingly. I feel like that's a word I would see and want to do right away. Kangaroo is kanguro. 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 Okay. Lotion. 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 We'll do medal, like an Olympic medal. Medalla. 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 We're in the ends now. Alright. Nightclub. We'll do that one, that's fine. Every so often there's one that just jumps off the page and you're like, yep, that's happening. Nightclub. Discoteca. Discoteca. Okay. Only child. So if you want to say you're an only child, that would be, I just saw it. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to make sure I got the accent mark right because I knew there was one. Hijo único. Only child. Hijo único. Hijo único. Alright. We're in the P's. And you may hear some of these in the Bible reading series, a parable. Parabola. Parable. Parabola. Parabola. Parable. I always forget how many words there are in the P section and how very few there are in the Q section. Do we have anything here? We'll do that word, that's fun. Quake. Temblar. To quake. Temblar. Okay. So the idea of rent. So if you wanted to say you rent an apartment. Alquilar. Alquilar. To rent. Alquilar. S's. I don't think I've ever done this one. Forgive me if I have. I just feel like it's such a straightforward word. Salt is sal. 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 We could do a whole video just in the P's and the S's. Okay. We will do. This is a good one. Sorry about that. Bird got very excited. Thirsty is tener sed. S-E-D. So that's thirst. And then tener means to have. So thirsty is to have thirst. Sometimes the Spanish phrase is just very, very descriptive. You know, a lot of times in English we just slap a Y on it and call it good. Thirst, thirsty. But in Spanish, they're more descriptive. So that's tener sed. Alright. Upstairs. Arriba. Arriba. A-R-R-I-B-A. Arriba. Okay. This is a good one. Voice. Vos. V-O-S. Vos. And then our last one. In the W section. That's a fun one. Walnut. Nuez. 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 So, just to review, we did months, we did colors, days of the week, counting 100, and we did our Spanish A to Z, apricot, albaricoque, baggage, equipaje, chopsticks, palillos, deck, cubierta, empire, imperio, foggy, hay niebla, genetics, genética, hook, gancho, ivory, marfil, jacket, chaqueta, kangaroo, canguro, lotion, loción, medal, medalla, nightclub, discoteca, only child, hijo único, parable, parabola, quake, temblar, rent, alquilar, salt, sal, thirsty, tener sed, upstairs, arriba, voice, vos, and walnut, nuez. And that will bring the Spanish Basics, probably part 1. I imagine we'll do an additional part or 2, based on other things that I feel like you all might want to know. As always, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you all spending time with me, and look forward to picking up next time. I don't know what we'll do in the Bible reading next, because we finished Proverbs. I'll figure something out. And then in anatomy, we're almost done with the mediastinum, at which point we would move on to, I think, the thorax, which is the main section of like your intestines and things like that. But I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I put a poll up for what you might want to see next, so